Here is the chart of cultivation realms to help you understand better. If you find it interesting, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hype the video for me. Thank you, everyone. Why did the Trident Halberd of ancient god Tusi end up in the All-Seer sect, Tianyunzi's sect? And how did Wang Lin come to possess this ancient artifact? Few could have expected that by following Wang Lin, it would meet such a tragic fate. The story began after Wang Lin's defeat at the hands of his sixth senior brother Chen Dao. Allseer formally accepted him as a disciple, intending to pass down immortal techniques and protective treasures, and led him into the Shatter Land of Celestials. There, 3 towering mountains appeared before Wang Lin, 2 black and 1 white. With just a glance, he realized that the 2 black mountains on either side were mere illusions, while only the white mountain in the center was real. Though his face remained calm deep within his soul, a violent tremor surged the moment he beheld that mountain. An ancient memory of Tusi flashed in Wang Lin's mind, the scene of Tusi diligently forging a divine weapon, the Trident Halberd. Upon completion, he realized that while the weapon had form, it lacked a spirit. Thus, Tusi used his own essence blood to nourish it and hurled it onto a vast planet, where it transformed into 3 towering mountains that pierced the heavens. He planned to let it absorb the world's spiritual energy and condense a spirit, then retrieve it later, confident it would become a formidable divine weapon. But as he immersed himself in cultivating the Mo Liu spirit division technique, he failed during a division of spirit. His true body perished in the land of ancient gods, while one wisp of demonic thought transformed into Tuo Sen. For this reason, the weapon wandered the mortal realm. Its appearance within the All-Seer sect could only be explained in 2 ways. Either All-Seer accidentally discovered it and used great divine powers to move it here, or it had already existed in this land before the sect was founded, precisely why the old monster chose this location to establish his sect. Whatever the truth, it was still an extraordinary treasure of the highest rarity. Do not forget, Tusi was an 8-star ancient god with strength equivalent to the void spirit realm of third-step cultivators. A weapon that could satisfy such a mighty being was surely terrifying in its power. Yet before All-Seer could even warm it in his grasp, fate had already destined it to become Wang Lin's weapon. Not long after All-Seer transmitted the celestial slaughter art, the gate to the land of monster spirits within the Eastern Sea opened. He brought Wang Lin there to cultivate. Within, thanks to enlightenment from the inheritance of ancient demon Bei La, Wang Lin made a shocking discovery. The celestial slaughter art was essentially a hidden explosive trap. Once cultivated to great completion, he himself would transform into a brand of slaughter to be devoured by All-Seer in grey robes. This truth horrified Wang Lin to the point he dared not continue cultivating it, and even cleansed all the slaughter imprints from his body. Here he also encountered other fateful opportunities, not only obtaining an immortal abode from young lady Yao Ji Shui of the blood ancestor lineage, but also seizing an immortal abode token from Tan Nan. But what shook him most was when the woman within the scroll painting revealed that in the all-heaven star domain La Tian, there existed a method to resurrect Li Muwan. These revelations compelled Wang Lin to set out for all heaven. By the time he returned to the heaven-defying planet, centuries had passed in the blink of an eye. Later, alongside All-Seer and others, he once more ventured into the land of monster spirits to explore another immortal abode. This time, All-Seer, unable to endure Wang Lin's repeated disruptions of his plans, tore off his mask and struck with intent to kill. Although Wang Lin was only at the Queenia realm then, he still forced All-Seer into dire straits. That great battle compelled All-Seer to break the seal of the Heaven-Man Decline tribulation he had guarded for tens of thousands of years, unleashing his peak second-step cultivation. In that critical moment, the Trident Halberd, which he had possessed for only a few hundred years, was seized by Wang Lin. Ultimately, All-Seer himself was hunted by experts of the Four Saints sect, forced into a desperate escape. The Trident Halberd was already unimaginably powerful, yet its most terrifying core ability was its divine power to devour all things. It could swallow even intangible restrictions, and when it came to weapons or treasures, it was even easier. The sole limitation was that only those with divine bloodlines could wield its devouring power. Thus, in All-Seer's hands, it could never unleash its true potential. Later, while fleeing from Tuo Sen, Wang Lin reached the Cloud Sea star domain, where the Trident Halberd finally shone in its full glory. Within the seven-colored realm, Wang Lin used it to battle two second-step old monsters, directly devouring their treasures to wield himself. It even blocked the strike of a third-step powerhouse, bringing the weapon to its most glorious moment. Yet its journey ended in Cloud Sea. There, Shui Daozi, a third-step cultivator at early void nirvana, pursued Wang Lin. No matter how many stratagems Wang Lin laid out, he was ultimately just a second-step cultivator. The gap was a chasm that could not be bridged. As the battle drew to its end, Wang Lin's treasures were destroyed, one after another, and the Trident Halberd was among them. Its body shattered into countless fragments, and its spirit dissipated into the void. From that moment, the legend of the Trident Halberd came to a close.